I'm Malcolm Van Delst. This is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, I don't know why I tried to do this, and by way of explanation tells her life story. We're in book 2. Previously in Do the Wrong Thing, Ava has sex with Julian in a church, and her body leaves Canada World Youth when she can't do it for herself. First, I want to review an edit that I made from 3 weeks ago before I did all the teaser stuff. So I rewrote that section with the Peruvians, so I'll reread that. The Peruvians arrive. We gather around tables in the big house's summer kitchen for an official welcome dinner. I was right about the tripe. It takes forever to break down the rubbery chunks enough to swallow them. Thank God they have no flavor. Afterwards, we sit in a circle on the big lawn. In Peru, we have problems to get, how you say, agua, water, what can be drank, foods, medicines, a Peruvian struggles to say in English. In Canada, our problems are alcoholism and broken families, a Canadian responds. Oh, we have too, says another Peruvian, but water to drink and food, they're more big. Our leaders, Alex and a brown-haired sitcom personality named Kevin, nod emphatically and smile as if profound truths are being revealed, as if real breakthroughs in cross-cultural communication are happening. It's not fair that Canadians have so much and Peruvians so little. Why isn't Canada giving money and resources to Peru so everyone can at least drink clean water and eat? I don't voice these unacceptable perspectives, even if I know they're true. I bend the corners of my mouth into a smile and look around at beaming faces as the sun goes down. So my question there is, does this work better? And maybe, Josue, you have something to say about it for the Peruvians struggling to speak English. Next chapter, Julian, part 2. As Ava has her out-of-body experience and leaves Canada World Youth, Julian picks her up and gives her a camera. I'm going to photograph things no one else does. I'm going to prove that beauty exists everywhere. I walk along dirty, cracked streets with no sidewalks. The steel mills on my left have huge doors, more like sliding walls, all wide open. I snap glowing orange slabs, each the size of 3 horizontal freezers placed vertically, one on top of the other, a bit wider, much less deep. Pinched at the top between huge iron clamps, workers in hard hats and thick leather gloves run below the glowing monoliths, motioning to crane operators about where to move them. The street turns into an on-ramp for a freeway, so I photograph car headlights with the sunset behind. I shoot a cat slinking down a gray, weather-beaten staircase inside an open door on a rundown street. It's eerily quiet in the neighborhood around the mills. People watch me from small, sagging porches, but don't smile. 2 men walk towards me on the sidewalk. I make myself as unthreatening as possible, like I belong here, like I know where I'm going. A nuclear reactor? Julian nods. We're going to meet his best friend, Ben, who works there. Wow. I didn't know the university had a nuclear reactor. Julian smiles. It's not exactly advertised. Ben is nothing like Julian. Maybe he'd be handsome to a woman who dresses as conservatively as he does. Clean, pressed, functional. He's like Julian's cousins, and again, I don't know why Ben is so friendly or how to respond. And there's Sandra, an exuberant artist that Julian dated at some point. He lights up when he talks about her or sees her. He doesn't light up that way around me. Instead, he looks anxious. The black and white film I used to photograph the steel mills doesn't capture the light of the steel slabs, the car's headlights, or the sunset. It does render the S shape of the cat's body as it slinks down the stairs. Why won't you let me buy you at least 1 glass of wine? Julian and I are sitting on the patio of an Italian restaurant. Because it's not fair, I say. But it is, he replies. I have much more money than you do. Julian works at the university computer lab in the summer where, as he said, they pay him $20 an hour. I make 8 showing movies and about the same at my new waitressing job. He lives at home and his schooling is paid for from his father's insurance. Oh, and he gets a monthly allowance or payment also from the insurance. That seems almost a curse. I don't want anyone to pay for me. I say, I want to look after myself. I don't see how me buying you 1 glass of wine keeps you from looking after yourself. I stare at my glass. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to owe anyone anything. I will not be owned. Let's go. I shake my head. Come on. I don't dance. Julian turns towards me on our fold-out chairs. We're halfway back from the stage, but most people are up dancing, so there's no one around. The sun is bright. The saxophones wail and the drummer pounds a hypnotic rhythm. You don't dance, he says it quietly. His voice is soft, and the little half laugh that follows is again like one of my dad's exhalations. How can you not dance? I just don't, I pout. I'm not going to tell him about my mom, her love of dancing, and my hatred of her. I stare straight ahead. It's silly, I add. Silly? What is wrong with you? He gets up and makes his way towards the stage. Animalistic urges. The building morphs into rooms I recognize, but not completely. I go upstairs in this familiar, unfamiliar house/building and answer a door. My cousin, Helene, stands there, but she's a child and she's holding her Barbie case. Holy shit, I think. This is the dream. The one I've always wanted to finish, the one that got cut off when I was a kid. I open my mouth to tell Helene how excited I am, but I can't talk. I struggle to say it. Come in. I turn, wanting to lead her inside into the familiar, unfamiliar house/building, but every move I make requires all of my concentration and effort. It's like I'm immersed in glue. I'm still asleep. I realize this in my dream, that I'm sleeping and dreaming, and that's why I can't talk or move. I want to have this. Maybe I don't want to have it. Come, I try to tell Helene. It comes out, come. Helene stands there smiling like a character in a video game waiting for me to push a button. I try again to lead her into my dream building, which now morphs into my new apartment, the one I've just moved into, a plain, nondescript place with a plain, nondescript roommate in a plain, nondescript low-rise. I'm not resting, I panic in my dream. I need to sleep. Instead, I'm expending all my energy trying to move in this dream sludge. I try to wake up. I can't. Wait, but I want to finish. Oh God, what do I want? I struggle in my sleep consciousness, wanting to finish the dream, but not like this. Then I'm awake. I realize where I am. That's how I know I'm awake. I'm looking at the wall and my bed stretching out in front of me. I roll onto my back, my eyes sliding up the wall to the ceiling, where I stare at the round plate of ivory glass that hides the light bulb. I shake myself, but I want to finish the dream. I've dreamed about finishing this dream for 10 years. I relax, hoping I can go back into the dream for real and not with the mucusy sludge, but it doesn't work. I get back into the dream. The glue is there too. It's no good. I can't have the dream. Too much time has passed, I guess. It's all just thick pain because I know it's a dream. Why can't I have my dream? Neither Susan, my new roommate, nor Bob, her boyfriend, paid the least bit of attention to clothes. Jeans, cords, plain t-shirts, maybe stripes for her now and then. Her tees are too big to be form-fitting and not big enough to say anything other than, oh God, how did we end up here? Before giving up, throwing their arms into the air and falling down into overwashed and lumpy sorrow. Susan and Bob don't talk much. When Susan's home, he's there, though half the time they're at his place. Bob is tall, thin, and long-faced, with dark brown curls pushing out more or less equidistant from his skull in all directions. He always regards me with the deadest, eyest of gazes. I root through Susan's room. I find the joy of sex. I imagine them. I put the book back, not wanting to touch their sex fluids. Oh God, I run to wash my hands and sit on Susan's couch feeling dirty and creepy. I eat Susan's food. I'm constantly replacing breakfast cereal, bread, margarine, peanut butter. Why? Why am I too lazy? I don't even know what it is. Boredom? At least I can throw up and not put on weight.